Yeah. So this is about experiment number 11. To study and implement functions and procedures. Okay. Last lab, we have studied on views. Views is a temporary table. Views are required just not to change the original table. We are using many views. I am muting all, unmuting. Okay, let's see. Yeah. No. Okay. So what is a procedure? So remember, the function procedure are same. Okay. Procedure is also called as stored procedure because we are storing somewhere. Okay. And these are collection of statements. Likewise, views we are storing a query. A query we are storing in what is that? Code section of the DBMS, the query manager allocated. Not only data section, some code section also. In that code sections, we are keeping these views, procedures, functions, and triggers. So this procedure is also called stored procedure. So if anyone will ask what is the difference between function and procedure, and or what is actually a function, you are familiar with function. Function is a set of statement. Okay. Usually in SQL, you know how to execute a single query. Okay. But sometimes it is required to execute multiple number of queries so that you can make it what is that called procedural. But it's procedural meanings number of statement you can execute at a time, multiple number of tasks you can perform at a time. Okay, then we can say this is a procedure. Number of steps. Okay, like algorithm is usually not a single step, it is many steps. Okay, so that's why a procedure at least two steps are there. For example, if I ask check whether a particular employee is existing or not. If that particular employee is existing, then delete that employee. So two arcs I am giving here. So for that, if I ask in SQL, you need to execute two different query. But these two different query, you can combine and you can keep in a procedure or function. Okay. So the function and procedure are same. Only the difference is what function can return something. Okay. And procedure will not return anything. Like in C, there are many kinds of function with return value and without return value. So in SQL, if a function is not returning a value, then we can say it is a procedure, or we can say a procedure which is returning a value is a function. Okay, so this thing I'm telling how to create the procedure. Then finally we'll test some 3 to 4 procedure by using some employee and department table. Okay, so now see the definition. A stored procedure contains a sequence of SQL statements stored in the database catalog. Okay, so the query manager or catalog manager or system dictionary manager that is responsible for keeping this procedure, so that it can be involved. And the one benefit of this procedure is what at any time by any user. Okay, allocated by the admin can access this procedure. Okay, so it enhances the what is it's called what is code reusability feature. Okay, so one time only we are writing and many time we are doing the same task. Okay, many number of times. So this is like any functions. If anybody will ask why you are using function, this is the benefit, the reusable of code. Okay, if this feature is not there, for example, let 100 number of users, 100 number of users wants to use what delete check a particular employee, delete check a particular employee and delete. So again, so if one user requires two query, then 100 users require 200 queries. Okay, but it means what two queries are repeating 100 times. So if you keep these two queries in a procedure, then only we need to call this procedure. Okay, so no need to write this two query 100 times. So this is syntax. You can see I'm underlying. Just see what is the syntax for creating a procedure. Create procedure, and see here there is an angle bracket. Okay, so this is the name of the why this angle bracket. This is user defined. Okay, you can give any name, but before angle bracket these are the keyword. Okay, create is a keyword, and remember this is not case sensitive. Okay, inside this angle bracket you can write your any name. Okay, abc xyz pick keyword, add what is that employee record, anything as per the requirement of the task. Okay, so this procedure is nothing but a task. Then parameter, like any a function receives parameters or arguments, you can say, or these are called what actually the receiver, okay, the value receiver. Sometimes as per the requirement, we are passing something called, what is that, inputs, okay. So that inputs you can pass through parameters, as many number of parameters you can keep there, okay. So this is called actually what, formal parameter. The actual parameter or the actual value will be passed, and this formal parameter, the parameter specification 1, parameter specification 2, okay, this will be added, okay. So parameter is nothing but a data type and a variable name, or you can say column name, you can add there. So now coming to okay, then create, this is the, see here, this is not ended, create procedure, procedure name, then parameter, see here, this is not there is no semicolon, please be careful, okay. So semicolon will be at end. So this is what body started, like a function body started. In C we are using curly bracket, but here we are writing begin, and end curly bracket or right curly bracket we are using end statement, okay. And remember, it is ended with semicolon, this is very important, okay. So if you don't use semicolon, the procedure is will not be ended, okay. So there will be confusion now. So here the semicolon is not, we are not adding semicolon at every line, we are adding the semicolon after here the end statement, okay. So that's why there is a confusion between the SQL semicolon and the procedure semicolon. Usually SQL semicolon is used to end or to mark the end of a SQL statement, but here the semicolon is used to end the end of procedure definition, okay. So that's why you need to change something. What is that change? So you need to keep the semicolon for, remember, this cannot be altered, okay. So that's why we need to alter the statement, the end statement in SQL, okay. So that's why before creating a procedure, we need to, this is called delimiter, please remember, this is called delimiter, okay. What is delimiter? Whenever for example I asked select something from employee, so select records from the employee, so select star from employee. So remember, this query will not be completed until you are not adding the delimiter, okay. Usually the delimiter is semicolon, but since we are using this semicolon in case of procedure also, so that's why in SQL statement we need to change the delimiter, okay. So that here in this case, remember, in this execution code we will add many SQL statement, okay. What are these execution code? As per the number of tasks. So task 1 will be a SQL statement, that may be insert, update, delete, or any operation, or create any DDL statement, or then any DQL statement also. So in this execution statement, now here I want to perform 5 tasks, so at least 5 lines of SQL statement I'll write, then 5 semicolon will keep there. If I'll keep 5 semicolon there, then the first semicolon itself will say the procedure will be ended, because whenever there is a semicolon, the procedure will automatically be ended. So that's why there is a confusion between SQL statement, though there is no end statement, okay. So let I am writing a select star from employee semicolon. So since semicolon is found, the procedure, the query manager will identify the end of the procedure. So that's why we need to change, okay. We need to change, we need to keep this semicolon here. So instead of writing select star from employee semicolon, we'll write select star from employee some other delimiter, okay. So that delimiter may be a dollar, maybe a hash, or it may be a dot, okay, to avoid the confusion between the end of the procedure and end of the SQL statement, please remember. So again I'm repeating, the syntax for creating a procedure is create a keyword, procedure a keyword, procedure name is a user defined name, then parameter name is nothing but data type and column name or attribute name, data type, column name, or attribute name. Likewise, as many number of attribute name or column name you can add. Then begin, then this execution code will keep some SQL statement, and every SQL statement will be ended with a delimiter, okay. Usually it should not be semicolon, okay. That's why, because semicolon we are keeping for end statement, okay. This will be explained. Now coming to this parameter specification, there are two kinds of parameter. One is in, sorry, three kinds of. One is in, one is out, and one is in out, please remember, okay. So in means what? This, if this